We're situated about 8 miles west of New York City at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. Today, it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store between the Miami Dolphins and the New York Jets. It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line.
The Jets take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive. Now, he's able to break through one tackle, but it slowed him down enough that he could only manage getting back to the line of scrimmage. This defense for the Dolphins, very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
And what keyed their victory? The pass rush. Got to the quarterback 6 times for sacks, and plenty of other turbulence in the pocket for him as well. Hard to throw the ball downfield when all you're seeing is opposing jerseys come at you.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They'll stay on the ground with Swift. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11. Back to throw here. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
They run on first down as they're able to get this forward for about 4. The Jets at 0-2 here to begin the season. And listen, they made their share of mistakes in these first 2 games, CD, but talking with them in the days leading up to this one, doesn't seem like they've lost any confidence.
I would agree with that, and what they told us was that they weren't planning on making any drastic changes. They didn't see the need to shake things up. They were going to continue to plow ahead. They thought they had the right guys on the team and in the locker room.
And now the ball's out, fumble near midfield. And he'll have a Jets first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. You probably talked about this training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Last week we saw a rarity. He was over 200 yards on the ground, and they lost. So we'll see if they can get more carries like that and win this week.
And that was interesting watching the game tape, wasn't it? Because it was hard to register while we watched him pile up that yardage and create those nice runs that they didn't win the football game. But that doesn't mean changing what you do. Continue to feed him the football.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Swift going to try up the middle. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. That one a first down pickup of 8.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
And he is going to lose yardage here. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. They went with the run-pass option, and I don't know if the option really mattered there because the defense was ready.
So many times you put the defense at a disadvantage because you have those multiple options, but when they read their keys and play it correctly, sometimes the result goes in their favor.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. They will run straight ahead with Swift. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7.
It's a gain of 4. Makes it 3rd and 7.
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now. 3rd and long. He'll look to throw. That's complete. It's Elijah Moore. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 24-yard line. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first. I think everyone in the stadium saw that big hit coming.
And I, as a former defensive back, have to admit I'm a little disappointed. He actually was able to hold on to the ball. He brought the lumber on that play. Give my man a whole lot of credit for taking the hit and possessing the football.
And picking up the first down. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
And good yardage there on first down because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively, or it could have gone for more.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And he is going to lose yardage here. The 13th play now coming on this opening drive. Here's 3rd down.
It's 3rd down and 5.
He'll look to throw. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Deebo Samuel, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Jets are on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Now the first carry for Chase Edmonds. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Dolphin first down.
And that's something you have to get ready for defensively because in today's NFL, teams will use their wide receivers on jet sweeps, end arounds. They'll move them back in the backfield and make them running backs. Partner, this was much more of a tap pass, but effective nonetheless.
And I think both guys love it. If you're a quarterback, it's an easy completion. If you're a wide receiver, you get the easy reception and also a chance to try to make a play with your feet. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Over the middle, it's complete. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage, the drag route can be effective when it's run well.
So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Now a run straight ahead with Edmonds. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Chase Edmonds, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game, but I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally, because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated, because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
First down, and they go with Swift again. And now the ball's out, fumble near midfield. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused, because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
They'll run on first down, Edmonds. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43. These two teams all tied after one. Second and 9. Reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up.
An awful lot of congestion in the middle third of the field, but how about our defensive tackle right there? He didn't just hold the line, he provided some push and smacked the ball carrier down for a loss.
They'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up fourth down.
On fourth down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away.
The Jets take over first and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
This offense so far on 3rd down, a perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd down and 12. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
On 4th down, punt coming from Braden Mann. And he'll take it just outside the 40. A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And the Dolphins will begin this drive in great field position, 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Throw left side complete. That's Wilson. A Miami 1st down on the 14-yard pickup.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They're going to look to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball.
We know he has a lot of confidence in his arm and likes to force it downfield, but the coverage was tight there. Fortunate it wasn't picked off.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. They'll look to throw here. And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
Nowadays, quarterbacks don't mind throwing into coverage because of the confidence they have in their receivers to come down with the ball. But sometimes you have to be careful you don't get too confident and throw an interception.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Again, he'll drop to throw. And able to find Gesicki as tight end. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Great way to convert on third down there. 21 yards the play.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end. A guy that you can line up anywhere. In the slot, out wide, in tight. Doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. On the handoff, it's Edmonds. He'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
The 2nd and 7 with our score tied at 7, but they're planning to change that soon. Only question, will they get 3 or 6 out of it? Back to throw. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Jermaine Johnson credited with that sack. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
They'll look to throw. And he's got his tight end, Gesicki, in the end zone. Touchdown, Dolphins. 10 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Dolphins have moved out in front. Well, with this rookie QB, we talk a lot about his ball placement and how good he can be at laying it right in there. I think we just saw, Charles, though, the strength of that arm. That was an absolute rifle for the completed touchdown.
It absolutely was, and let's face it, you think he was really ready to get that first touchdown? Absolutely. He threw that pass with authority, just as you described. Big-time arm right there, and let's face it, a lot of quarterbacks used to be pitchers in baseball. The fastball was usually their best pitch, and we saw it there.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula to get them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Swift. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Pretty straightforward play there by the linebacker. He saw the run, went with straight-ahead pursuit, and dumped him behind the line of scrimmage.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. They'll set up to throw. They'll try and set up the screen to Swift. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's 3rd down.
So many screen passes are the result of excellent acting by everyone. But sometimes the guy who's getting the ball tips the play off. You know, the running back, because he's eager to get the pass. And sometimes he doesn't act very well about whether he's going to block or leak out or whatever. And I think that they saw that, and that's why they're able to get to him on it.
Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down. Now back to throw. He's got a man on the crossing route. That's Moore. And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins 39. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And the Dolphins are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. When the rookie QB gets his first touchdown pass, that's one you put in the trophy case. First career interception, that's going to be one he wants to forget.
Yeah, and he's not going to go ask for the football, right? No. Yeah, you can keep that one. The key for him, what does he learn from it? When he watches the tape, does he have an answer right now where he already understands what mistake he made? That's what the coaches are going to want to know, and that's what they'll grill him on and see how he grows from it.
Throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. Give him 30 yards there.
But they didn't ease into that drive right out of the turnover. They go for the big shot downfield and hit it. A lot of teams have that opportunity, but not every coach is going to greenlight that type of a play call. I love their aggressiveness.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 24 yards the gain there. Another first down as well.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? Edmonds running out of the shotgun. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll send the tight end in motion. Here's a 2nd and 7. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
As we both know, there was a lot that went into why they made him their first-round pick this year. And part of it was what they saw in college, his playmaking ability when things break down. As soon as he saw he wasn't getting a lane to throw, he pivoted and found an alternate way to the marker.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. On play action, they'll throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Not able to go anywhere that time. 2nd down.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
Here's 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by DJ Reed. And the Jets are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line.
Well, Brandon, as they say in popular culture, this one's going to leave a mark because they can see the end zone, but it'll stay out of reach because of their error. All their offensive teammates have to give the quarterback right now, offer a little bit of encouragement because what's done is done. Let's get them next time out.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they'll begin inside their own 10, so field position certainly not in their favor here. And some room to work. And he takes it all the way down to the 44-yard line. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. Quick slant into the hands of Darren Waller. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. It'll be a 49-yard attempt from the left hash. And it bangs off the left upright and deflects away. It's no good. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys are tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. Inside the 20, and he's going to be out of bounds all the way down at the 2. So close. A big play there on the catch and run. 78 yards. That was tremendous effort, especially after the catch. Breaking through tackles, fighting for extra yards.
So was that just great effort, or were there a lot of missed tackles?
Yeah, the defense did help him a bit.
Yeah, they certainly did, but let's focus on the positive. He made it happen.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Dolphins come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the 3rd quarter. So the big play to kick off the drive set them up 1st and goal, and they're able to cash in right away on play number 2.
I think I'm starting to understand more and more when we get ready to do games and we meet with coaches why they talk about big plays, explosive plays, and how it sets them up for success, because that's exactly how they're able to score on this one. We saw the touchdown, we saw the payoff, but of course that big, long chunk play is what got them in position.
From deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Well, the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a 2-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. What was a small, manageable spread to overcome? A little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
Here's 2nd and 8. He'll find his tight end. That's Waller. Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on 1st down and just 1 yard there. Well, that's always a good place to throw it just because he's one of the biggest targets not only on this team but in the National Football League.
And you and I both know the quarterbacks love these large-body tight ends, and why not? Nowadays, they're really wide receivers who are just taller and have a little bit more weight. These guys catch the football, make big plays downfield. In the old days, we wanted them to block. Now coaches want them to catch the football first.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Oh, I thought he had that one, and that was nearly a big third down conversion to give this drive some life. Instead, they're on the spot and help separate the receiver from the ball.
They're going to try and throw. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. How about them biting off 15 yards there on the fourth down attempt and keeping the drive alive?
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
On first and 10, it's Swift. 126 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
3 receivers head out right, 1 to the left on 2nd and 3. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And this one's incomplete.
With a rookie quarterback out there, you're definitely going to find out how he handles adversity, because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. He'll look to throw. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
That is certainly one way to frustrate a quarterback. Run those extra defenders on the field. Dime package, lots of speed, no space to fit into football.
Ready up!
Looking to throw. And this is caught. He hits more. And he is going to have a Jets first down as this defense, boy, a little too loose there. They give up a gain of 19 on 4th down. Both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the first down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front. But somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
It's 2nd and 8.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And that's out to the flat for Swift. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there, because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling. Held it to an okay gain.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Here's Swift. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for second down.
You got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
They'll try again on 2nd and goal after going backwards to the 12. They'll drop to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Carter. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? They'll try to run with Carter. And he is going to lose yardage here. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
Back to throw here. Touchdown, Jets. Darren Waller from 6 yards away. And the Jets' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Point after, right down the middle. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. And if they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the 1st down run goes backwards. They're going to look to throw. Open man downfield is Waddle. He's got it. 20. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Jalen Waddle, 81 yards. And the Dolphins are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Well, for as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
And the final clocking on the next-gen stats there, how about this? 22.1 miles per hour. Wow. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. This is going to be returned from the middle of the... And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. So they will set up shop. Excellent field position in the red zone at the 19-yard line. So problems compounding themselves here on the return. They just give up the touchdown, and now they lose the football.
Yeah, partner, things are starting to unravel a little bit for them right in front of our eyes. They're going to be looking for some answers, and quickly.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. And they'll send the slot in motion left. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
You're down 2 touchdowns. You just know defensively you absolutely have to come up with a big play. That nearly was one right there.
Looked over at the sideline immediately after the drop and just saw the dejection. They felt it. They thought he had it. Unfortunately, couldn't come up with it. On second down, this is Edmonds. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Chase Edmonds, his second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Dolphins get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Jets 14. Jason Sanders.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. These defenses have become so opportunistic, and no matter what. And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. They'll run it here on the jet sweep. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll also be the final play of this third quarter. 3 quarters in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Working with 2nd and 5 now. He'll look to throw. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 45-yard line. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 45-yard line. Back to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
Good call there on first down. And, Brandon, I'm getting better over the years and not screaming out, screen, screen, screen with my defensive training. They want to keep those pass rushers honest, and they did so there, and they wind up picking up positive yardage.
On second down, Swift. And he gets it down to the 32. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
They'll look to throw now on first down. They'll try and set up the screen to Swift. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
The key to any screen play is all in the deception. And that means everyone on the offensive side of the ball. But someone gave it up because that one wasn't very well concealed. And the defense able to rally to him and hold it for just a short gain.
Here comes the blitz as they look to throw. And this incomplete. He tried to check it down to his running back and nearly had the ball picked.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
The offense on third down, 5 out of 9 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. They'll set up to throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. I guess at this point, Charles, heck, why not take some shots?
I would agree with that totally, because a big play can't hurt at all. Heck, you might get a pass interference call out of it. Somehow the ball might get tipped up and you come down with it. Might not do too much for the result of the game, but it could add to your stats.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And that is incomplete, but there is a flag. And on 4th down, this is a big call. Well, they got the ball already. They're not going to risk the yardage and running another 4th down. They declined it.
And what was that they taught you in law school, that possession is 9/10 of the law?
I didn't go to law school.
Oh, you didn't? I thought you did. Well, I'm going to give that to you anyway. Possession is 9/10 of the law. And it's 9/10 of this game, too. Having the football counts.
You're so litigious. On first down, he'll drop to throw. This one complete to the running back, Chase Edmonds. Finding room at midfield. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. It's a gain of 34.
Just more of the same there, partner. Guys have just been running free in the secondary this entire game. No pass rush, a lot of passes completed. Been an easy day for him.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now a give to Edmonds. 78 yards on the ground for him so far.
I really like the vision he displayed on that play, because he saw there wasn't a lane to completely break off a huge gain. So he found where there was the most space and got what he could. A nice dirty run that's a positive play for the offense.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Now back to throw. Throw left side here, complete to the tight end, Gesicki. And he'll be brought down at the 27. And looking to put this game on ice in the 4th quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Dolphins have a 1st down. And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move.
No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Again, they run with Edmonds. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Well, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
Here's a give to Edmonds running to the right. Dances by him, and he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now, no question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football. Yeah, what a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, it's got him in the lead. Sanders now to add the extra point. And that'll increase their lead to 28.
Makes the score Dolphins 42, Jets 14. Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. Throw right side going to be caught by Waller. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 15. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
2nd and 9 now. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked up by Javon Holland. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Wide open receiver complete. Down inside the 10. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Now it's looking incredibly likely to be a 3-0 start to this season. That is obviously excellent. 2-0 is one thing. 3-0, you really have some momentum.
And now they're serving notice to the rest of the league that they're a pretty darn good football team. Confident, aggressive, attacking at all times. This looks like a team that you're going to have to deal with. And guess what? Behind closed doors, they're trying to figure out ways to get better.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
The Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on third down. They'll try and run here with Swift. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
That's good for the Jets. First down. 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Targeting Moore, and he's got him on the crossing pattern. And they're going to get this up to midfield. Now, fourth quarter, certainly not enough time for a comeback, but nice to see them making use of the time remaining to try and make this one a little more respectable.
Yeah, I think the ultimate goal, good execution, be crisp, be sharp, and find a way to put some...
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Nick Needham picks it off. And the Dolphins are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Another carry now for Edmonds. And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. 121 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but, boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And, partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for Miami, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Houston to take on the Texans. Meanwhile, for the Jets, the early struggles continue as they'll sink to 0-3. And they'll try to get back on track next week as they head up to Orchard Park to take on the Buffalo Bills.